Hello team. So in today's video I'm talking about the fear of judgment, and I was going to say, when it comes to the fear of judgment, I'm going to let you know this. Do you want to be remembered for something, or do you want to be forgotten? It's because as well, like the things that you do, sometimes you might want to impress one person. When you start to look at the bigger picture, you try to help as many people as you can. So to start this video, when it comes to the fear of judgment, it's about helping as many people as you can while helping yourself as well. So that's why it's important to prioritize yourself, put your needs first, but also help as many people as you can. And you don't want to be that person that tries to impress one person. It's because if you're trying to impress one person, you realize that you want to meet new people, and the person that you want to impress wants to meet new people as well. So when you both want to meet new people, you can't expect that person to be friends with you, to be with you all the time. And you can't let them control your behavior, because if one person tells you to do anything that they want, they basically control you, and they control every single thing that you want. And that's why so many people want freedom, because they want to make their own choices without feeling judged. And you don't want to be that person where people make fun of you and they tell you that you're doing everything wrong, but then they don't actually help you. But you have to realize the fear of judgment is all in your head. And people will have an opinion about you before they even met you. So you need to just try your best to be the best version of yourself. But when it comes to the fear of judgment, you need to realize it's all in your head. I don't know what else to really tell you. It's because you're really harsh to yourself, but you're not really as harsh to other people. Yeah, so when it comes to the fear of judgment, it's all in your head. And you have to know as well that whatever you do, you can do things that you truly wanted to do as long as you actually keep the promises to yourself. And people won't care what you're doing unless you make a fool of yourself. And even if you do embarrass yourself, you have to realize it's about if you think it's embarrassing. That's what people look for. They look for an opportunity for you to feel uncomfortable. They look for an opportunity where you're at your weakest point, and you can't let people know that you're at that weak point. Because what they do, they normally look for a point where you're breaking, and then they want to use that, and then they want to make fun of you, to take advantage of you. And you have to realize as well that when it comes to the fear of judgment, it's about how you react to it. So you could be put in the worst situation, but it's about how you react to it. I was going to wait later to make this point, but I'll say it now. So you know where you're from, it'll be easier or it'll be harder for you to accomplish what you want to do. It's because you may have things that you want to do, but then you don't have people that you could talk to about it. And you need to know as well that people will judge you in your area because no one else is really doing it. So why not be the first one to actually take that step forward, realize who you could meet in other areas as well. And you don't have to live in these areas, you can just visit. So basically you can visit new areas. You realize that by visiting new areas and you expose yourself to new opportunities to meet new people. And people in your area, because they're not doing the same thing as you may think that you're going to quit. And this is why you need to be selective of who you're around as well. So by being around the right people, they will give you advice, and not only give you advice, but help you along the way. It's because you need to realize when it comes to insecurities, for example, you could have bad skin. It all starts from the diet. You have to realize why you think like this, and you have to realize how it's happening to you as well. So basically, I'm going downstairs now. Not downstairs, but I'm literally going down a few steps. Yeah, you have to realize that when it comes to you having bad skin, you have to realize it starts from your diet, or it starts from you having a dirty pillowcase. And then you have to realize how these things are happening and why it's happening. And people that have the time to judge you, they are not really working on themselves. So that's why it's important for you to work on yourself. And once I realized this, I know that there's no turning back, there's no complaining as well. That's another thing as well. It's because I'm able to do these videos because I'm waking up at certain times to do this. And you don't want to be complaining as well. It's going back to the point that I made earlier. Do you want to be remembered for something that you did, or do you want to be forgotten? And you don't want to regret not doing things that you want to do. It's because people live in regret because they take too long to do something. And if you wait, you won't really do anything. And you need to start taking care of yourself and actually looking at the bigger picture. So for example, you could like look into the future of what you want to do. And the thing is, you're taking steps to get there, but you're not fully there. And even if you are there, you need to be like aiming for more. So basically, if you're forgotten by many people, they aren't your people. And you need to realize that if you're forgotten, it means that you didn't really make an impact. That if you're just here, just like letting life go by and you're not really making any type of impact, it doesn't have to be the whole world, but it could be just like yourself as well, and even the people that you surround yourself with. So if other people that you're around, they don't want to work on themselves, and you don't want to work on yourself as well, because nothing is changing, it means nothing changes. So you don't want to be a person that is in your comfort zone all the time, and you don't want to be a person that instead of learning from your mistakes, you start to dwell on them, and you start to like always be ashamed of the mistakes that you made. But then as well, you need to realize by learning from your mistakes and becoming 1% better, by starting with good habits. So to become 1% better, you need to start learning from your mistakes and even like your failures as well. You shouldn't take it like personally. And when you learn from your failures, you realize that you get to control what happens. So you need to realize that anything and anyone is not really perfect, that we could always like try to be better. And then you need to realize that by being perfect, it just means that you don't really like learn anything as well. Because if you had everything you wanted, you won't really learn as much than someone that didn't have what they wanted. So when things aren't perfect, and you need to realize that when anyone or anything isn't perfect, it just means that you need to become better. And you can't be setting unrealistic standards for yourself, and to just focus on the things that you can change. So basically, you need to set realistic goals, and you need to like realize what is holding you back so that you can move forward. So when you set realistic goals, it's something that you could actually do. And by setting unrealistic goals, it just means that you're putting unexpected pressure on yourself. And by putting unexpected pressure, you start to like stress out over everything that you can't control. And then you start taking it out on other people because you no longer want that stress on yourself. So when it comes to the fear of judgment, you have to realize it's all in your head. And people may be harsher to themselves than they are to other people. And that's the message that I want you to take away from this video. So actually, I have one more thing to say before I end this video. So I was going to say that you need to do things when no one's watching. So for example, I come up with these video ideas and no one's really watching me do that. And so this helps you as well. You need to like have good habits when no one's really looking. Because as well, the things that you do when you're like by yourself, because it's you against you, you realize that you become way more disciplined. You start to talk to yourself in a nicer way. And then I was going to say as well, the way that you talk nicely towards other people, you should do that for yourself if you don't do that. And when no one's watching as well, you realize that you do things and you realize that you know what you want as well. So basically, you need to be in a better position, where you know what you want, and you know what you want from people, you know what you want through life experiences. And then once you know what you want, you never really settle. So it's about not getting in your comfort zone, and it's about not settling for anything less than you deserve.